Hello, I'm George Dove and I'm 12 years old. I'm just doing a quick video showing you how I changed the reservoir and infusion set of my insulin pump. These are the things I need for my insulin pump change. This is the insulin pump that I will be changing. This is the infusion set with the cannula and needle and the tube which connects to the reservoir. This is the reservoir. The insulin will be going inside there and the insulin vial will connect to the top, which has the insulin in it. This is the quick inserter. The quick set goes in there, you pull it back, press those two buttons and it will go in. And this is the insulin vial which holds the insulin, and then you just connect that to the reservoir like that. The first thing I have to do is to disconnect the pump from my body. First I press Act and go into the menu, go down and then I go to the bit where it says Reservoir and Set. Press Act and then I go to the bit where it says Reservoir Setup. Press Act again and then it asks me to disconnect the tubing from my body. So what I need to do is I just need to twist this like that and it comes straight off. And then I need to take the reservoir out of my pump. But to do that I've got to take this little clip off that I've got. So you just get the end of your reservoir inserter, insert it into the clip, twist, and then that slides off. You just twist that out like so and then press Act and then you're ready to go on to the next step, which now it's rewinding. Now I have to open the reservoir packet, so there's a little tab at the end, just pull that. And then I have to put the insulin in. Before I do that, I just move the reservoir syringe like thing up and down so that it can move very well when I have to actually put it in. Then you get the vial, then try and make sure there's no air bubbles where you put it in because that'll just make it a bit worse. Make sure there's how much air you want to be in, so in my case 3 mils, so you can push it all back in. Push the reservoir into the vial and then you just push all the air into your reservoir. And then once that's done, make sure it's right to the top. You just pull this back to about 2 mils, no 1 mil I think actually. And then if there's any air bubbles, just tap it and push them out. Little ones don't matter as much, but it's best to try and get them out. Then you just put it down to about 2 mils, and if there's any more, tap them, push them out, and you go all the way down to 3, and then just make sure there's none in. Then you just take the vial off the top, like that, twist this bit, and pull. Make sure you don't, when it's like that, don't just pull straight off, otherwise you'll break the reservoir. And then you just twist this anti-clockwise, gently, so it comes off like that. So the little pushing bit's off. Then you need to get your infusion set. You need to peel the back off. And then there's a little cap inside it. This is just for if you do any exercise, if you go swimming or anything. You just put that straight on the top like that and twist like I did before, just to make sure that it's not rough and you don't catch it. And then there's a little tab, just pull the tab back so that it's all loose. And then at the end there's a little bit like that. You just put that on gently and then find when it fixes in, you push it on and turn. And same again, don't just push it straight on because you could break the top and it could, damage the reservoir. Next you get your inserter and then you get the infusion set and then you just push that in. You don't push it so it clicks, you just push it down far enough so that it stays in and doesn't fall out, so just make sure you check it. And then there's 2 little tabs on the side. Put your finger on one of them and pull one off. And then you need to just turn it round and just gently grip the end, try not to touch it so that it stays sticky, and pull the last one off. Then you just grab the blue bit. The blue bit has the needle inside, so it's protecting it. You grab the blue bit and then just push down until you hear it click. Then you just twist the blue bit, pull it off, and then just leave it to the side. And then the needle and the cannula are just inside. And now I'm ready to connect it to my body. Now I have to prime it, so I just get the reservoir, put that in, twist it, and then you'll feel it click in. Then it's saying that I need to, once it's locked in, I need to press act. And then that's beat, and it says make sure I'm disconnected from the one earlier. And then I need to disconnect the tubing from my body and press act. Am I disconnected? You press yes. Then I need to hold act to fill the tubing to make sure drops come out the end. Now I have to make sure drops are coming out the end, so I just need to hold the act button and it beeps. And that means it's reached the end of the reservoir. So now it's just pushing it to make sure, and then soon you should see drops coming out the end, which means like that. That means that it's ready. So once you see the drops coming out the end, to press the escape button, it will say, do you see drops at the end of the tubing? Scroll down and press yes, and then now I'm ready to connect the set to my body. Now I just need to connect the infusion set to my body, but what I need to do is I need to make sure that I don't hit any previous sites like there. So move it just to the side, make sure it's fairly near so you don't have to go miles away, so you know where you're doing. There's two little buttons on the side, click them and it'll go in. Doesn't really hurt at all, not that painful. Then you need to just click the little top button there to make sure that it's disconnected from the set and just pull that straight off. After, when that's come off, you just need to make sure that the sides are put firmly down to make sure it's still sticky. Grab the two plastic bits at the side, grab the blue bit and pull. And then that there is the needle that was used. And you just grab the end, push it over to make sure that the needle is safe and it's not going to hurt anyone. Then I have to go back to my pump and it will say act to fill. So I press the act button, I need to fill it because the insulin will have gone through the needle instead of going through the plastic cannula which stays in my body. So I just press act, fills that, and it fills with 0.3 units. That was preset because the infusion set is 6 millimeters long, and that stays in. Now I'm good to go. I just need to put my clip back on, so you just slide that back on, put the infusion set in again and twist, and then it's locked, and now I'm good to go. It's all put in. Now I have to remove the previous cannula site which I had before. So what you do is, this one already started coming off, which is kind of lucky but kind of bad. You just grab it by the end and then you just ever so gently just pull and it'll come out. Then just get a piece of kitchen towel, cloth, and just dab it, just in case any other insulin comes out or any blood. Shouldn't do though, it should just leave a little mark and that will heal up within the next hour or so. And that's just the little plastic cannula that's been staying in me, and that'll stay in you for 3 days. I change the set I change it every 3 days unless I have an accident, in case I knock it on a table or at the park or whatever I'm doing, in which case I need to change it again. It's really easy to change. It's not, a lot of work. You can do it really easy there and then. It's not hard to do. Pretty simple. Can be done anywhere at any time. And that's my video on how to change my insulin pump, and thank you for watching.